They call me many names. Monster, murderer, villain. But none of those words sting anymore. They're just noise. Background whispers in a world that forgot what it means to listen. Oh, I wasn't born this way. No, I was forged. Molded in fire, in betrayal, in 1,000 nights of staring into the abyss, waiting for it to stare back. But the abyss never blinked. It never showed mercy. It only grew deeper. And you wonder why I became what I am. Let me tell you something about pain. Real pain. It's not the kind that bleeds. The kind you can stitch up or cover with bandages. No, the pain I know burrows deep. It claws at your soul, chews away at your hope until all that's left is a void. But that void, it's not empty. Oh no, it's full of whispers of memories of every mistake, every loss, every scream you couldn't silence. You want to call me evil. Fine, call me whatever helps you sleep at night. But don't you dare pretend to understand me. You don't know what it's like to lose everything. To watch the light fade from the eyes of the people you swore to protect. To hold their blood in your hands and know you failed. Failed. That word. It sticks with you. Like a knife lodged between your ribs, twisting every time you try to breathe. And eventually you stop trying. You stop caring about the air, about the pain, about anything at all. Oh, but that's when it happens. That's when the fire starts to burn. Quiet at first, just an ember. But it grows. Fueled by anger, by grief, by the relentless truth that the world is broken. And someone has to fix it. That's where I come in. The old man with too much blood on his hands and not enough time to wash it away. Ha! Funny, isn't it? The world loves its heroes, its saviors, its clean, shining symbols of hope. But when the job gets dirty, when the choices aren't black and white, they look to people like me. They just don't want to admit it. Oh, they'll call me a killer, a madman, a relic of a time they'd rather forget. Let them. Their judgment means nothing. Not anymore. Not after everything they've done. Because the truth is, they created me. Their lies, their greed, their corruption. It's what made me this way. They built their empires on the backs of the broken, and now they act surprised when the broken rise up to tear it all down. Oh, I've seen their kind before. The ones who think they're untouchable, sitting in their ivory towers, laughing at the cost below. They think they've won. But they haven't met me. I'm not a soldier anymore. I'm not a man. I'm the consequence of their sins, the shadow they can't outrun, of their arrogance. And I'll make sure they feel every ounce of the pain they've inflicted on this world. You think I'm heartless, that I don't feel the weight of what I've done. Ha, you're wrong. Every life I take, every bridge I burn, it stays with me. The faces, the names, the screams, they haunt me. But I do it all again, because in this broken world, someone has to make the hard choices. Someone has to walk through the fire, carry the burden, bear the scars. Someone has to do what the heroes won't. Oh, they'll write stories about this. About the monster who rose from the ashes to tear down the gods. They'll paint me as the villain, as the man who stood in the way of progress. But I'm not standing in the way. I'm clearing it. Because progress built on lies isn't progress. It's a cancer. And I'm the cure. Do you hear that? The silence before the storm. That's me. The reckoning they didn't see coming. The vengeance they thought they could escape. Let them run. Let them hide. It won't matter. They can't escape what they've earned. Oh, I know what you're thinking. That I'm just another bitter old man, clinging to anger because it's all I have left. And maybe you're right, but anger is powerful. Anger gets things done. And me, I'm not done yet. I still have work to do, scores to settle, wrongs to right. And when it's over, when the dust has settled and the ashes have cooled, maybe I'll find peace. Or maybe not. But peace isn't the goal. The goal is justice. The goal is balance. The goal is to make sure that no one else has to walk this road, carry this weight, feel this pain. And if I have to become the villain to do it, so be it. Because I stopped caring about redemption a long time ago. So here I am. The last man standing, the final chapter in a story written in blood. And when the end comes, when they finally take me down, I won't beg, I won't run, I won't hide. I'll smile, because I'll know that I did what needed to be done, that I was the storm that washed away their sins, the fire that burned away the rot. And even if they hate me, even if they curse my name, they'll remember. Oh, they'll remember, because you can kill a man, but you can't kill what he stands for. And me, I stand the truth for the broken, for the forgotten. I stand for the fight, and I will not fall. Do you know what keeps me awake at night? It's not the faces, not the screams, not even the ghosts that hover in the corners of my mind. No, what keeps me awake is the silence. The quiet moments when the world forgets what I've done, when it pretends everything's fine, when it moves on like nothing happened. But nothing is fine. Nothing will ever be fine. Because the damage is done, the cracks are too deep, the rot too widespread, and no amount of pretending will change that. Oh, they can build their monuments, write their histories, rewrite their lies. But the truth, it's still there, buried under the rubble, waiting to rise. And I'm the one who's going to bring it to the surface. They don't get to forget. They don't get to move on. Not after what they've done. Not after what they've taken. Because I'm still here, and as long as I'm breathing, they'll feel the weight of their sins pressing down on them. Do you feel it? That cold, creeping sensation in your chest, the one that tightens your lungs and makes your heart race. That's fear. And fear is the only thing they understand. Oh, they try to hide it. Behind their masks, their bravado, their false sense of control. But I see it. In their eyes, in their trembling hands, in the way their voices crack when they think no one's listening. They know I'm coming. And they know there's no stopping me. Because this isn't just revenge. It's not just anger or grief or some pathetic attempt to make myself feel better. No, this is a reckoning. This is the scales finally tipping, the balance being restored. Oh, they thought they could play God, thought they could take and take and take without consequence. But gods are nothing without their followers, without the people who worship them, who believe in their lies. And when those people stop believing, when they finally see the truth, the gods fall. I'm the one who makes them fall. You think I enjoy this? Think I revel in the destruction, the blood, the chaos? Ha, no. This isn't joy, this is necessity, because someone has to do it. Someone has to look the devil in the eye and say, not today. Someone has to stand in the fire and take the hits, bear the scars, carry the burden, and that someone is me. Oh, I've been called many things, monster, demon, butcher, but those words don't define me. They don't even scratch the surface, because I'm not a man anymore. I'm not flesh and blood and bone. I'm something more. I'm the consequence, the price they didn't want to pay, the shadow that follows them, the whisper in the dark that reminds them they're not as invincible as they think. Oh, they'll try to fight back. They'll send their armies, their assassins, their best and brightest. But it won't matter, because they don't understand what they're dealing with. They don't understand you can't kill what's already dead inside. I've lost too much, seen too much, felt too much. And now, all that's left is the fight, the endless, relentless fight. But that's okay, because I don't need peace. I don't need redemption, or forgiveness, or salvation. I just need to finish what I started. And when it's done, when the last of them has fallen, when the world is finally free of their poison, maybe then I'll rest, or maybe I won't. because this kind of war, it doesn't end. Not really. The faces change, the names change, but the game stays the same. And as long as there's corruption, as long as there's greed, as long as there's someone out there who thinks they're untouchable, I'll be there. Oh, they'll try to forget me, try to erase me from their histories, their stories. But they can't. Because I'm not just a man. I'm a reminder. A reminder that no matter how high they climb, how far they run, how hard they try to escape, they'll never be safe. Not as long as I'm breathing. So let them build their walls, their armies, their fortresses. Let them try to hide behind their lies and their power. It won't save them. Because I am the storm they can't escape, the fire they can't extinguish. And I will burn it all down before I let them win. Oh, they'll call me mad, call me cruel, call me evil. Let them, their words mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, it's not about them. It's about the people they've hurt, the lives they've destroyed, the promises they've broken. It's about justice. And justice doesn't care about your power, your wealth, your lies. Justice only cares about balance and me. I'm the one holding the scales. So run, hide, pray if it makes you feel better. But know this, you can't escape what's coming. You can't escape me, because I am the reckoning, and I'm just getting started. You think I've reached my limit, don't you? That there's only so much one soul can take before it breaks completely. But you don't understand. Breaking wasn't the end for me. Breaking was the beginning. Oh, when I shattered, when the pieces of who I was scattered into the dark, I thought it was over. I thought I'd fade away, forgotten and alone. But then I realized something the pieces could still cut, sharp, jagged, dangerous, and I learned to wield them. The world doesn't need another hero. Heroes hesitate. Heroes ask questions, wrestle with doubt, look for the perfect solution. But perfection is a lie. It doesn't exist, not in this life, not in this world. What the world needs is someone willing to get their hands dirty. Someone who doesn't flinch at the sight of blood, who doesn't falter when the screams echo in their ears. And that someone is me. Oh, I've been told I'm too far gone, that I've lost my way, that I've become the very thing I swore to destroy. They think they're so clever with their little moral games, their black and white rules. But life isn't a chessboard. Life is chaos, and chaos doesn't follow rules. You see, I've stopped caring about their definitions of right and wrong, of good and evil. Those words don't mean anything to me anymore. Not after everything I've seen, everything I've done. Because sometimes, to destroy a monster, you have to become one. And I've made my peace with that. Oh, don't misunderstand me. I'm not proud of what I've done. The lives I've taken, the bridges I've burned, the innocence I've destroyed. But pride is a luxury I can't afford. This isn't about me. This is about them. The ones who think they can keep taking without consequence. The ones who build their empires on the backs of the broken. Who laugh as they crush the weak beneath their heels. They think they're untouchable. But everyone is touchable. Oh, they'll try to deny it, try to fight it, try to run from it. But the truth is relentless. It hunts you down no matter how fast you run, no matter how far you go. And I am the truth. You can't bargain with me, can't reason with me, can't change my mind. Because this isn't about reason. This is about balance. For every tear they've caused, every life they've stolen, every ounce of hope they've crushed, I'll take something from them. Their comfort, their power, their lives. Oh, I know what you're thinking. That I sound like them, that I've become the very thing I claim to hate. But there's a difference. They destroy for greed, for power, for pleasure. I destroy for justice. And if you can't see the difference, then maybe you're part of the problem. Because the truth is, people like you, people who stand by and watch, who stay silent while the world burns. You're just as guilty as the ones holding the matches. Oh, I've seen your kind before. The ones who turn away, who pretend they don't see the suffering, the pain, the injustice. You tell yourselves it's not your problem, that someone else will fix it, but no one else is coming. It's just me, the old man with too much blood on his hands and not enough time to wash it away. Oh, they'll write stories about this someday, about the madman who tore down the gods, who burned the world to build something new. They'll call me a villain, a monster, a cautionary tale. But I don't care about their stories. I care about the truth. And the truth is this: the world is broken. And if I have to shatter it completely to put it back together, then so be it. Oh, they'll hate me for it. They'll curse my name, spit on my grave, do everything they can to erase me from history. But they'll remember, because you can't erase the scars. You can't undo the fire, and you can't stop the storm. So let them try. Let them gather their armies, their weapons, their lies. It won't matter, because I've already lost everything. And when you've got nothing left to lose, you become unstoppable. Oh, I know how this ends. I know I won't survive. But that's okay, because this was never about survival. This was about justice, about making them feel the weight of their sins, about making sure they can never hurt anyone else. And when it's over, when the last of them has fallen, when the smoke clears and the world finally breathes again, maybe then I'll rest. Or maybe not, because peace isn't something you find, it's something you fight for. And me, I've been fighting my whole life. So let them come. Let them try to stop me. Let them call me names, throw their stones, scream their lies. It won't change a thing. Because I am the fire, I am the storm, I am the reckoning, and I will not stop. Not until the world remembers what it's like to feel hope again. Not until the broken are heard, the forgotten are seen, the lost are found. Not until justice is served. And if that makes me a monster, so be it. Because sometimes monsters are the only ones who can slay the dragons. You think I care about how they see me, about the labels they slap on my back to make themselves feel safe. Monster, killer, lunatic. Those words are hollow. They're just a shield for their cowardice. They think that if they name me, they can control me. But names don't hold power over someone like me. I stopped being someone a long time ago. Now I'm something else, a force, a storm, a reckoning. Call me what you want. It won't change the truth. And the truth is this: they built this. Every lie they told, every promise they broke, every life they crushed beneath their greed, it all led to this moment. To me, they thought they could play with fire without getting burned. But fire doesn't care about your intentions. It doesn't care about your excuses, your justifications, your plans. Fire consumes, and I am the flames licking at their feet. Oh, they'll say I've lost my humanity, that I'm no better than the ones I hunt, but they don't understand what humanity really is. Humanity isn't kindness. It isn't forgiveness. It isn't turning the other cheek. Humanity is pain. It's the ache in your chest when you see something beautiful and know it won't last. It's the rage that bubbles up when you watch someone suffer and you know you can't stop it. It's the tears you cry when you lose everything, and all that's left is the raw, gaping wound where your heart used to be. Oh, I'm human. I'm more human than they'll ever be, because I feel it all. The anger, the grief, the despair. It's all there coursing through my veins, keeping me alive when nothing else can, and it drives me forward. Every step I take, every move I make, every life I take. It's all fueled by the weight of what they've done. You think that kind of pain doesn't leave a mark, that it doesn't carve itself into your very soul. I wear my scars like armor, because they remind me of who I am, of what I've lost, of what I'm fighting for. Oh, they think they've won, that their towers of steel and glass, their armies and wealth, their power and lies will protect them. But nothing can protect you from the truth, and the truth is this: they are not invincible. They bleed, just like the rest of us. They break, just like the rest of us. They die, just like the rest of us. And I will remind them of that, one by one, piece by piece, until there's nothing left of their empire but ash and echoes. You think I'm cruel. You think I enjoy the destruction, the chaos, the pain. Ha! No. Cruelty is their game. They revel in it, thrive on it, feed off the suffering of others like leeches. But me, I don't revel in this. I endure it, because someone has to. Someone has to stand in the darkness, face the monsters, and do what needs to be done. And if that makes me a monster, then so be it. Oh, they'll tell themselves it's not their fault, that they didn't ask for this, that they're just doing what they have to do to survive. But survival doesn't excuse the things they've done. Survival doesn't justify the lives they've destroyed, the hope they've stolen, the world they've poisoned. There's a difference between surviving and thriving on the pain of others. And I'm here to remind them of that difference. Oh, they'll fight back. They always do. They'll throw everything they have at me: bullets, bombs, betrayals. But it won't matter, because I've already lost everything. What can you take from a man who has nothing left to lose? Oh, they'll try to twist the story, paint me as the villain, the madman, the destroyer. But stories are just that, stories. And the truth doesn't care about stories. The truth is a blade, sharp and unforgiving, and I'll wield it until my last breath. Oh, I know how this ends. I'm not delusional. I don't walk away from this. I don't get a happy ending. But this isn't about me. This is about them. About making sure they can't hurt anyone else. About making sure the broken, the lost, the forgotten finally have a voice. Because someone has to speak for them. Someone has to remind the world that their lives mattered, that their pain wasn't in vain. And if that someone has to be me, so be it. Oh, I'll pay the price. I'll bear the burden. I'll carry the weight of what I've done, of what I'm about to do, until the day I finally fall. But until that day comes, I will keep fighting. Because this isn't just revenge. This isn't just anger. This is justice. And justice doesn't stop. Justice doesn't sleep. Justice doesn't forgive. Oh, they think they can outrun it, hide from it, bury it under layers of lies and deceit. But justice is patient, it waits, it watches. And when the time is right, it strikes. And me, I'm just the hand that wields the blade. So let them run, let them hide, let them pray to their false gods and beg for mercy. It won't save them, because I am the reckoning, and I am inevitable.